It's an area to go to look for, to look at, to investigate.
Right. I don't know. So I'm really not trying to argue. If there really was $18,000 missing, I would love to know about it because I would agree with you 100%. But nobody's ever said that. I mean, I have access to the financial records.
If you would like, I would meet with you and I'll tell you exactly. You told me with the understanding that if it gets out, legally it's on you.
That's fine.
Okay, we can do that then. And last but not least, I had a question. Are we reopening the budget, or was the budget finalized?
We voted on a budget.
The budget was finalized, it's approved.
It was finalized, and I think that we have 30 days to reopen it. It might just be the new supervisors that can do it, I'm not sure. Tom, do you know?
Yeah, they can, the new supervisor has right to request it. The board still has to vote on it to reopen the budget, but a new supervisor can request the opening of the budget. I think our supervisors were invited to our budget meetings, so they normally are part of the budget we've adopted for this year from the prior year.
So what's the deadline to reopen the budget?
I think it's 30 days.
30 days from when?
From the adoption that happened, that was due on December 30th, December 31st. Was it December 31st, jumped on with the deadline?
I think it was earlier than that. I have the date here.
It's all of January.
So
It's
End of January.
It's January. But
Is there something specific you would like to see changed?
No, I just was curious if it was finalized.
Oh, wait, there's a question. So it's 30 days from the time that the new supervisors come in. This was actually adopted December 7th.
3202D of the second class township code says during January.
Says what?
During January.
I didn't hear the word.
During January. So the month of January.
The entire month of January.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Chris, one last question. I think I probably asked you this before. How long can someone be on the COBRA plan? I think you said you were going to look into it and give me a concrete answer on that.
I don't think the supervisors ever asked me to look into that issue.
I do.
Right, but
I mean-
they're my client and, they pay my bills and
Well, I understand that, but
they give me the assignments of things to look into.
well, I'm a resident, and when you have somebody on a plan that's a liability to the township, I think that our residents have that right to know answers too.
And that is the board's responsibility to direct the solicitor if they feel there's an issue with it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm asking in general, how long can you be on the COBRA plan? I didn't name any specifics.
I don't know if Dawn can, for agents, insurance agent, get in touch with agents.
I mean, there's a number of different scenarios under the COBRA law as to how long someone stays on that particular plan. It's all spelled out in there.
Can you get us from the insurance company, we would like to pay our solicitors now, research something maybe our agent can send us.
Certainly.
All right, Dad, I'm not, you understand that Chris, and Chris respects that too.
You want that provided to the board.
Yeah, just, it can't hurt to see that. I know
Okay, can we
that,
look at the scenario of Mary Beckley?
Not as good as me.
you know, we're going to discuss health issues with public meetings. You've known that for a couple of years.
I know how to work it.
All right, anybody else? General comments or questions?
I was here a few months ago. We were fighting to get public water in our on Georgetown Road, not far from Lane. We finally got the water. The engineering company drew up the drawing, set up the fire hydrants, and Cecil Township, when they run the water lines up, Cecil Township eliminated the fire hydrant on our road.
They did what?
They eliminated the fire hydrant on our road.
Who would have done that? Who, what department?
Township did, I know the fireman before I tell you who the man was, but the last time I was here, the attorney said he was going to look into it, see The American Water said we'd eliminate the cost of installing the hydrant, we'd install it free, but Cecil Township had to pick up a $15 fee a month to maintain it, and we refused to do that. And the attorney said, I offered I'd pay $15 a month if they would let them go ahead and put the fire hydrant in, if they would bill me. And I think the attorney said they were going to look into that, so I never heard any back concerning that situation.
I think he did investigate with our, the fire chiefs that had talked to our fire hydrant guy. You know, the fellow that came out there, was in conference with our fire chiefs, and they were agreed with him on the location of the fire hydrants on that street. I mean, that's basically the whole story.
I know they said they were going to look into it. Me with the water company said they would install the fire hydrant. They waived the fee for the fire hydrant in free. All right, if the township would pick up the fee. I offered to pay the $15 a month fee.
So what, that,
But as it was explained, though, that fee has to come through the real estate tax. It's a special fire hydrant tax. There's no way the township could bind you to something that doesn't conform to the real estate law.
Well, they told me that they would look into this, the township attorney, and I haven't heard nothing back considering this, and I just wanted to look into it.
That's what was looked into. That there's
I'm
no.
asking you, the attorney, has anyone looked into it? I'm not asking you, Tom, because you babble on and on over there, and same thing, and the same thing you told me last time.
Yep, the law didn't change. The real estate law didn't change in Pennsylvania, so it didn't change for the last 20 years. Go ahead, Chris.
Tom's repeating what we discussed. So I did look into it, and we communicated our position. And, you know, the client can do with the information as he will, and this is what we came up with.
So-
I don't understand. I don't understand. If he's willing to pay for it, what's the problem? I don't
Because
understand.
we have no way of collecting that. It doesn't go through a contract. It goes through the real estate tax law.
And so,
The private lane, it's over 1,000 feet to the last house, which would, if they put it there, if you would, my four kids all live in a private lane, and they would put the closest house be closer to the fire hydrant. Right now, to the closest fire hydrant is 1,000,
And there any, I mean, we just
1,020
had
feet.
a house burn completely down on Holmes Road. because
Right,
they
we had
put-
two of them this last month, and
How do we
for
get,
that reason.
if we can't do what he's asking, how do we get a fire hydrant?
The fire hydrant was set within the parameters where the fire departments needed it. To put a fire hydrant on a private lane, the township can't do that, but they have to assess everybody within that certain distance.
Everybody for the $15.
No, the cost of that fire hydrant, every fire hydrant district has a certain different cost based on the density. Yeah, within 780 feet, anybody who lives within there has to it'll be on their tax bill. And according to the fire department, though, the location serves the houses on that lane, every house on it. It's
Wait,
within the
Bill
service.
Cass is standing up,
Yeah,
shaking his
it's
head.
over 1,000 feet to
The
the house.
fire department supported the township, but again, by the rules of the township and what you're talking about, it did not fall. And so it comes down to Harry, it was Harry at the time, Harry's side. And the rules you just mentioned, I can't change the township rules for how you pay for it. But the fire department would love to have a fire hydrant at the end of that lane. It's a good distance from Georgetown Road, and we block Georgetown Road, so we're never against fire hydrants, that's all I'm saying.
Is there any,
I don't understand why there's
Janet, go ahead.
They had an old ordinance on what you do by petition. If 51% of the residents on that private lane petition the township for a hydrant, then I can legally bill them on their account.
Right, that is still the law. That's not an old law, that's the law. So
well, that
51%.
sounds like you're, so you have to get 51% of the people that live on that lane to say they want a fire hydrant. If you can get that in writing for us, then we can give it to the tax collector, we can get you a fire hydrant. Now, keep in mind, there's gonna be a bill on your taxes for that fire hydrant, but you will get the fire hydrant that you need. Instead of us-
That's what I've been asking all along.
So you, before our next meeting, get a petition written up with as many people as you can on Scotty Lane, and we will and then we can take care
But it
of
may
it.
not be just on Saturday Lane, it's within 780 feet of where that fire hydrant would be, that those people will be taxed if we put a fire hydrant there. So you have 51% of people within 780 feet. If you need some help, we can help you on the GIS, on our township bill here, show you a circle
We
of
can
780
tell you
feet.
who you'll need to contact, is what he's saying.
And Ralph, can you come back next month?
Pardon?
Can you come back next month? Hey, can you come back next
I
month?
will, yeah, I will come back to the story, because, I mean, this is, we went to the Pennsylvania one, it was $1,000 fee to install it. Originally it was there, they eliminated it. And when I went to the Pennsylvania Water, they said it should be there. I went to the engineering firm, said there should be a fire hydrant. They both recommended it. And Cecil Township, I don't know who the older guy was.
It was Mr. Sahai at the time.
Yeah, and he eliminated it.
Ralph, you don't have to wait till the next meeting. If you get that petition, if it's sent here, it will be on the agenda for approval. But that's not an old law, that's the current law, on how you can get one.
And the township has petitions that you can pick up and get filled out.
Okay.
See how it's
Thank you.
Thank you, Ralph.
Anybody else? All right, we said we have just a quick executive session. We promise it won't be more than 5 minutes. It's just on a property issue. If you want to stay around and meet the supervisor, we'll be right back out here shortly. All right, so generation.
Excuse me, husband.